In today's frenetic world, we rarely have an opportunity to hit pause and reflect. I'm stepping out of the rush to reflect on the things that matter most, and I would love for you to join me. Take a deep breath. Welcome to the Forest Sessions. Some people are under the illusion that if there is a God, he's silent. In truth, there is literally nothing louder than God. He is perpetually speaking every particle of physicality into existence. Everything you touch, everything you hear, feel, experience, it's all an encounter with him. It's an opportunity for dialogue with the divine speech that communicates through the interface of nature and the human experience. The letters of God's continual utterances, right? Like we say in the beginning of the Chumash, how Hashem spoke the world into creation. So those letters of Hashem's continual utterances, which he didn't just speak then, but he continues to speak, takes place within the solidification of his words, his desires, his thoughts, his feelings, articulated, again, kiviyachol, so to speak, in the aspect of the way in which God can sort of, desire and think and feel and speak. But whatever this means, our experience of our human condition takes place within the solidification of those words, right? His desires, thoughts, and feelings articulated in the act of perpetual creation. Those words, in a constant act of their being spoken, leave the figurative mouth of God, again, just in parable, and travel through the cosmic atmosphere to eventually become concretized in the form of nature and the world as we know it. We live our lives within his thesis, infinitely complex, his poem, infinitely beautiful, his vision, infinitely deep, the verbalization of his will. God is speaking all the time. The question is whether we will merit to open our inner ears and finally recognize his obvious attempts at communication. An exercise. Hold an apple in your hand and take in the feel, the smell, the appearance. Now peer beyond the shallow experience of physical sensation, because it's just an apple, right? I mean, all of us are not mind blown over an apple. Most of us have them sitting somewhere in our kitchen, in the fridge, on the counter, wherever we happen to keep our apples. But we're holding one, and it's an apple. But now peer beyond the shallow experience of physical sensation. Access the inner life of the object to encounter a word, a Hebrew word, tapuach, with those letters, the taf, the pei, the vav, the ches, tapuach, that represent the final link in a timeless chain of verbalization ever frozen in eternity. Really, that's rooted in the divine. And here I just quote 3 words from Parshas Noach, where Hashem tells Noach and his family, Bo El HaTeiva. So on a simple level, Bo El HaTeiva means, of course, Hashem is telling them, come into the ark, right? Come on into the teva, to the boat that he had constructed. But the Baal Shem Tov teaches that the word teva could mean an ark, but the word teva can also mean an Hebrew word. And so the Baal Shem Tov taught Bo El HaTeiva actually means not just for Noach to come into the ark, but it's much deeper than that. Bo El HaTeiva means that each and every Jew has the opportunity to perpetually enter the word of Hashem that's echoing perpetually within every aspect of the physical human experience. No matter what it is that we're doing, engaging with, thinking, speaking, feeling, Bo El HaTeiva, the Baal Shem Tov says, come into that word. Approach that word, enter it, discover the voice that was fragmented into letters, experience the breath that was transformed into sound, perceive the wisdom that clarified the intellect expressed in those words, and behold the desire that sparked the entire process. And I'll pick Kabbalah without getting into the depth of this. What I'm basically referring to here is the breath as the aspect of Tiferes, so to speak, and the sound that's produced as well. The words, of course, are the aspect of Malchus without getting into the depth of this. And then ultimately we go from the word Malchus into the voice that's within it, which is Tiferes. We climb higher up into the Mochin, which is Chachma, Bina, and Das, and beyond that into Keser Elyon. Without getting into the depth of all this now, but for those who are familiar, behold the desire that sparked the entire process. And we can do this every minute of life, literally every minute of life. There, you will find your own image etched into the crown of the king, the Keser of Hashem, his desire. there you will feel the embrace of God. A simple apple, right? On the one hand, it's just an apple that we're holding, a vehicle for divine intimacy. The choice is ours. We decide how we want to live in this world. Do we want to see nature that locks God away, just a silent realm of concealment? Or do we want to experience it as the literal communication of God that we're constantly immersed in? It's up to us.